Alright, what's up guys? Just doing a little product testing today. Got my Sonax wheel cleaner in, and also saw some chatter coming up on this Flash Brown Royal Superior Degreaser and wheel cleaner. So I have my wife's Corolla, and as you can see, the brake dust is really nice. Did it this way on purpose so that I could have a good testing ground for these two products to see what's what. So first up, we're going to do the Sonax, and it's dry. Haven't pre-washed anything, so we're going to see what's what. Alright, so I've covered my wife's wheel in Sonax, and you know, this stuff kind of smells like a lady's perm is what it smells like, but so we'll see. You can kind of see that some of it's starting to turn blood red. It definitely has on the rotor, but not that that means anything. You can kind of see some of the red here. So I'm just going to continue to let it work. Alright, well, I'm going to cut out and start cleaning the wheel. And just to let you guys see, this is my wash bucket with all my tools. Got a mini detail brush, pretty much a toilet bowl scrubber that I bought from a site in the UK. Of course, the Race Glaze XL wheel brush. I believe I bought the first one that Ken sold. And of course the Swiss Fax wheel brush and sponge. So I'm going to start cleaning the wheel and let you see what happens. And still turning blood red. The face of the wheel, not so much. It's pretty much still green. There's a little bit of red, but it just means it's not as dirty as in here. So I'll be back. Alright, so this is what we're left with. A nice clean wheel. Not that I expected anything different. So we're going to move on to the Royal Brown, and in all fairness, because I put the Sonax on dry, I'm going to do the same thing with the Brown Royal. I've seen in the video where the guy pre-rinsed the tire, but I'm not going to do that. I don't think it should affect it. If it's as good as it say it is, it should cut through the dry dirt and grime just as easy. So this is the passenger side front wheel. I did the driver's side with the Sonax, and I'm fixing to put the application on, let it dwell for a little bit, and then I'll come back and kind of let y'all see what it looks like in action. Alright, well, here's the Royal Brown. As you can see, it comes out in a brown consistency. So it's really kind of hard to tell if it's breaking down, whereas with the Sonax, it's pretty easy. It turns red to green, or green to red, and you can kind of see the brake dust just falling away. This stuff kind of smells like Royal Brown arse. And so it's not very nose friendly. So I'm just gonna let it sit here. It does a very good job at coating the wheel. It's not running off. One thing I want to note about the Sonax is it seemed to turn the brake dust and grime into a gel and kind of encapsulate it, so that when you're removing it, it's not like you're spreading it around. It actually comes off. It's trapped in the wheel cleaner, it seems. So I thought that was pretty cool. So it is getting a lighter brown color. That doesn't really look like it's eating away at the grime and making it run off, kind of like the Sonax does. I'm going to run my finger across here real quick. Oops. So it does seem to work in fairly easily. But again, I didn't wet it. The guy on the video wet the wheel, but in trying to compare apples to apples, I wanted to not wet it. So I'm going to clean it and we'll be back. Alright, so this is Brown Royal, and as you can see, it's another clean rim, which I didn't expect any less. They kind of posed it as a spray and rinse product. I've never been a big fan of those. I always feel better agitating. So of course, I mean, you can use soap and agitate and still get a clean rim. But as far as breaking down, once I initially agitated, the grime seemed to just lift off effortlessly. Excuse my language, dadgummit. So it did suspend it somewhat. It was just hard to tell with the brown color of it being dark and brake dust obviously being dark. I will give Vantage Point to Brown Royal, because you can use it on your tires as well, and it seems to be a pretty good tire cleaner. So I will give Vantage Point to that. Price point, Brown Royal is cheaper. It was $6.95 for a 32-ounce bottle. Sonax I got on sale from D&D for $16.95 for whatever size bottle that is. Like I said, Brown Royal is a little bit more universal. I'm sure you could probably also dilute it, where Sonax is RTU or ready to use. So I got to give Vantage Point to Brown Royal as that as well. Honestly, the Sonax thing could be somewhat of a gimmick to get people to buy it. But does it work? Yes. Would it help you on a higher-end customer with, $3,000 wheels? Probably. But to me, it's kind of like a smoke and shadow type deal. But still impressed. $16.95 impressed. Probably not so much. But I'll keep it, continue to use it, and see what happens from there. My next test will probably be on my trailer rims, which are Eagle Alloy aluminum rims, and see which one cleans those better. So, alright guys, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see y'all in the detailing world.